Now the tropical update, always at 37 minutes past the hour on Weather Tracker TV.
And welcome back to Weather Tracker TV, your weekend weather connection. This is the tropical update where we like to talk about the Atlantic region and the Eastern Pacific. So far we've only had 3 named hurricanes. Our next one would be Danielle when it materializes. Here we have the Atlantic, and as you can see, there is absolutely nothing going on, not even a low chance of development over the next 5 days. Here we do have our water vapor. As you can see, all of this orange is very warm, dry air, dry, stable air. And it might seem a little counterintuitive that we have dry air over the Atlantic Ocean, but again, this is high in the mid to upper levels of the atmosphere. And really, that's also the Saharan dust coming in, and that is contributing to our lack of activity in the Atlantic as well. You have this high pressure and the dry air, and the dry sinking air, and that Saharan dust all acting together to keep our activity down to a minimum. Now, I'll get back with this in a moment. Is it going to stay this uneventful going into August? Well, there's been some research that's saying that things will change. According to the long-range forecast and European model, it is saying that the second part of August is going to be more active than normal. Normally, we see a natural uptick in Atlantic activity in August, but they're saying on top of that, we're going to have more activity. So we'll have to see how that plans out. It's interesting. Now, on the other hand, in the Eastern Pacific, we have what is now Hurricane Frank. It was a tropical storm. Now he's a Category 1 hurricane at 90 miles per hour, and he is forecasted to become a level 2. He is going from the west to the northwest, and what's going to happen with him is he's not going to make any landfall. He's not going to go to Mexico or anything like that. He's not going to hit the Hawaiian Islands. He's going to continue to go further up north and west into the cooler waters. And then same thing with Georgette. Georgette has just really been meandering. She has been a tropical storm this whole time, really not doing much. So again, you can see them both in action. You can see Georgette on the bottom, pretty much not doing anything at all. And you see Frank going up further north, and see how he's getting smaller like that, smaller and smaller as he gets into that cooler water in the Pacific. And so we have seen some activity in the Eastern Pacific, but it dies out. It's not going to make an impact, which is a good thing. We don't want anything to make an impact. So going back to the Atlantic Basin, there's nothing going on, but there could be some changes going on into August. So we're going to see how that turns out. Stay with us right here on Weather Tracker TV.